You'll find out when a few other people get here. They can only allow for 6.
Hey there. Oh boy, what's going on?
Someone on Blue Sky was exposed for being toxic. And I figured I might as well, because I need to vent about this because as soon as possible because if I don't get this out like to some degree and actually try to don't worry, it's not a certain Karen this time. It's not Alex, so don't worry, it's neither of those two. Oh boy. I was just waiting for Razor to get here because considering the fact that Razor does know this individual. Yeah, he's practically falling into obscurity now.
I heard about what happened.
Yeah. And at this point, I can't hold it off much longer because it has to be said. Especially the recent shit on Blue Sky. I can't believe we're at this point. I thought this is not even something that we should even be making at this point.
No. Thank God I don't do these kinds of streams anymore.
Hopefully covering the Gravity Falls at some point this month, at the end of the month.
Someone from the server got who used to be in the movie Cartoon Fanatic server got exposed for something on Blue Sky.
So, who's been seeing the DS Station out of context account?
I did.
Yeah, I saw it when it followed me as well. And when I saw it, I was like, hey, an out of context that makes fun of DS? That actually seems like a nice idea. Along with, because we already have one for Ryan Królewski. And I figured, fuck it, I might as well join on board and make one for Alex. And then that account was deleted for some reason. The one made on Diaz. And of course, you know the user Crimson Mayhem, right, Sean?
Yeah. He used to be an editor for Mr. Enter.
Well, he came. Stop, Razor.
Hello.
You heard of the recent situation?
What's been going on?
It's one of my and your mutuals who has done something very scummy on Blue Sky recently.
Oh boy, what did they do?
It's regarding the DS Station out of context account. Yeah. But you want to know who's been running that account?
Who?
Aldito Querido.
What?
Yeah.
I have to make this bubble. Alright, this is from Crimson Mayhem himself. The person who ran the DS Station out of context account is Aldito Querido, and he ironically has a history of stalking and harassing people he doesn't like. Before deleting the account, he sort of started name-calling, gaslighting, and being an overall toxic person. Here. Everyone, here's the truth bomb. I'm Aldito Querido. I made this account to have a chance to stop DS Station, but I realized that Crimson Mayhem is a terminally online loser and coming back here was a waste of time. At least I don't forgive Mr. Enter for his COVID-19 takes. You know, COVID-19, the virus that killed millions of people, and this fucking hack thought he knew what he was talking about. Ha! A cartoon reviewer knowing more than a doctor. Can you believe it? Crimson Mayhem is a fucking loser. If he says he has a life outside of Blue Sky, no, he doesn't. Also, if Crimson Mayhem and Mr. Enter are in good terms now, why hasn't Crimson go back to being his editor? Oh, I know. He wastes more time bitching on social media than doing his job.
All because Crimson Mayhem forgave Mr. Enter.
Look, I'm done with Mr. Enter too, but I'm not.
You would think that after his run-ins with Crimson and Lexi after 2024, you would think he would finally learn to stop and actually stay in his fucking lane. Like, you remember that?
Yes, and I'll admit there are things I'd regret with it, but I apologized and I moved on. I made peace, but
Jesus Christ. Like, apparently he's against us actually trying to, give credit to Mr. Enter and somewhat forgiving him for his past bad actions, even though at least Enter apologized and actually attempts to learn from his fuck-ups, as opposed to
yes,
a certain
and look,
bitch.
unlike some other online critics.
Yeah.
And look, I stopped watching Mr. Enter too, because I just felt like, you know what? I'm just not interested, but yeah, this is just unhealthy.
Yeah, like I was not happy when I found this out on Blue Sky. Like, he literally says, "I'm done with all Dita Querido. This is the last straw, and it's made clear to me that he will never learn from his mistakes."
I've made mistakes, and I've done things like if I could slap my past self, I would. But we gave him multiple chances to improve, but
Like, oh yeah, there's this infamous comment that DS still keeps going after him for. Now look, for the record, we're not trying to defend Lily Orchard. We hate that bitch too, and she needs to be locked up.
what?
I think we can all agree that comment is a step way too far.
Oh.
Yeah, that was from 2021, and you would think after him apologizing to Lily after that, this was, before we knew about the awful actions Lily has done to her sister, mind you. You would think that with that apology, you would have learned, to chill the fuck out.
Apparently not.
Nope.
All right. There's another one I came across. How to give the YouTuber you hate an easy W101. So yeah, I'm deleting out my account. As far as I'm concerned, if you're using social media, whatever, Blue Sky or Twitter, you're terminally online losers. Piss off.
Oh, man.
And there's also this. Fuck you, everyone. Also, this is toxic.
This is toxic on so many levels.
Yeah.
That master is here.
And I say this. You need help. I've been starting to see therapy. My therapist has been helping me. Not because I'm insane or anything, but to help me
All right, I'm gonna head off.
Situation.
All
Take
right,
care, John
go
Wick.
ahead.
I thought about getting therapy myself.
Yeah,
and like
this
therapy,
is
like it
Even
can
I have a-
actually help. Like, and
I've
Even I
made
have a-
plenty of. I've played plenty of stupid decisions, and I've definitely made some stupid mistakes that even I'll admit I do own up towards to some degree. But at least I try to, learn from it, not
Mhm.
repeat my toxic ways. And I know Thad had some experiences with Aldito because, given the fact that Aldito tends to snap at Thad Master quite a bit.
It's true.
Yeah.
And I think this is the final straw.
Same here. Like this is what I have given this fucker so many chances to improve and actually
I did.
improve as a human being.
I did too.
Mhm.
Like so far, the only reason I have not blocked him yet is because, well, at this point, I'm still conflicting on blocking him. But yeah, I am done with him. I am done giving this guy so many chances to be better and at least stay in their lane.
I've done. Yeah.
Like I'm for the record, much like that, I too as someone had to deal with Aldo lashing out at me as well. Anytime I shit on Trolls Band Together Fan 2001, on A Critical Human, on Vivzy Pop haters, and as well as the Sponge Boomers.
For me, it was both my distaste for the Amazing Digital Circus and me poking fun at, and me sharing my distaste for annoying MCU distractors.
Like I like the Amazing Digital Circus, but everyone has their own personal opinion on it.
Yeah, and like I thought the video you made on it was well made, and I liked the show. I mean, yeah.
I have yet to watch it. And like I said, seriously though, like even during their little fallout with another person who I will not mention, yeah, I think we're starting to see their side of the story a little bit more now because now, yeah, they're starting to get some vindication, and in some ways, they're actually kind of right. Again, won't name any names here. Now, for the record, and I know for the fact that Diaz is going to use use what Aldito did as a strike against his haters to make his haters look bad. Newsflash, Diaz, you have a terrible view of accountability because every time someone calls you out for your past behavior, you end up acting like a little bitch about it.
Mm-hmm. And you go after people who haven't even done anything to you in a very long time.
And also, it's also funny that you're getting onto Aldito for some of the stuff that Aldito has done with a few of your detractors that you also went after and harassed.
Frankly, I'm just pretty numb to Diaz's bullshit at this point.
Yeah, like I've become numb too. Like he could do something that Vard Virkines did, and I wouldn't be surprised. Well, okay, hyperbole, but you get the idea.
I'm usually the kind of person that believes that people do have the chance to, improve as a person because I don't believe a handful of mistakes should immediately derail you for life. I mean, we all make mistakes as long as we try to, better ourselves to some degree.
I've seen people like Mr. Horse and the Lion Man get onto Aldo for his certain fetishes, which that's none of their concern, and it's definitely none of ours either. But we're talking about how Aldito has been as a person outside of that.
Yeah, like I personally don't care about the fetishes or what they post. Personally, that doesn't bother me, and personally, I don't think we should prioritize that. Nor should anyone prioritize that at all.
Exactly. Fetishes are ultimately harmless.
Yeah, like I'm not one to kink shame. My only problem with fetishes is if it involves bodily functions or minors.
as long as they're not, like actually committing some grooming, personally they can do whatever the fuck they want.
However, this is in regards to Aldo's behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Like the DS Station out of context account is completely missing the point of an out of context account. All they're supposed to do is post out of context clips and images.
Yeah, like I was doing it for Alex because I believed it would be funny.
The one that was done for Ryan Kureski worked well because they mostly posted out of context clips from Ryan's videos.
Yes.
Oh, look who's in the chat right now.
Get off! You're in trouble. I'm kicking you out of this stream. Put the user in timeout because at this point I don't trust him anymore. Until you actually, honest to God, make actual changes. Yeah, I doubt I'll ever try to give you the benefit of the doubt ever again.
I'm all about giving other people multiple chances, but we gave them so many chances to improve.
Oh yeah, and here's a little bit of this. I'm not asking you to forgive me, but can you tell Crimson Mayhem one last message? This is what they said. Aldito, you've apologized so many times, and you still refuse to break the damn cycle. This is a cycle that that you acknowledge is a problem, and yet you refuse to break it. If I acknowledge to some degree that what I'm doing falls on a cycle, I at least try to acknowledge it and improve on it to some degree.
There are cycles I've fallen down, and I've been working on to break them.
Yeah, and during 2021 to 2023, I was basically in a mental place mentally where I was paranoid a lot of the time, but I broke that cycle around 2020, around the fall of 2023.
When I found out what Aldo was doing on Blue Sky, I was like, done. I am fucking done with this guy.
And see, I deleted Blue Sky and I never came back because I just had this feeling from personal experience, because you know how I left DeviantArt for reasons. I mean, let's just say there were some things I couldn't get behind on it, but other reasons was because of how greatly the site had deteriorated. And I could just had a feeling with it. For context, when I left Blue Sky, I had a friend she's indigenous. She did this made post calling out this whole thing that involved because she was rightfully took issue with how someone talked about settler colonialism. But what happened was people then started harassing her, and when she was clapping back, and she got her account suspended for defending herself. She got her account back, but I just didn't feel comfortable, because if it was going to throw people under the bus like that, I didn't want to be a part of it.
Yeah, if this is how you choose to break trust, then quite frankly, I don't want to be a part of your brand. Seriously though. Like-
and apparently, I considering that Diaz has been going after Aldito for a while now. Whenever Diaz says that there are horrible people that you quote unquote hang around with, I think he was referring to Aldito or something.
Yeah, but like so far, Aldito so far one of the few Diaz detractors that look. Like I said, like Diaz is a hypocrite himself, considering the fact that he does exactly what Aldo does. Like he wishes harm on people multiple times. He said that he deserves to be shot up by gangs and shit like that.
Aldito's in the live chat.
We know.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah.
We banned him for this one because Aldito, for the love of God, actually change. Like get off like the internet for a while and actually take therapy. Actually change. Stay in
And this
your
is from
fucking
someone.
lane.
And this is from someone who has therapy sessions. Therapy is not a bad thing. It has helped me greatly. Like, and not because I'm insane or anything, but like, to improve. And
So,
we've
yeah.
we've made improvements.
Again, I thought about taking therapy. I have a few kinks I need to work out myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I've also been reflecting a bit of some of my own past decisions, and also I'm also trying to think of how I can better myself and to move forward. Because I do admit that I'm not proud of myself back in the day. Like I'm really not. None of us are proud of our past, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Been
Yeah.
there.
I
I'd say I agree too.
unfortunately fell down the grifter rabbit hole, but I was able to get out after a depression phase. And yeah.
So yeah. And I know Diaz is going to likely take advantage of this and try to use it yet again as a manipulation tactic against his haters. Newsflash, you're not better than Aldito. You're really
Nope.
not. In fact, you're arguably worse than him.
Mm-hmm.
So Aldito,
Frankly,
Aldi- you go on that?
Frankly, I'm not necessarily mad at the situation, but I am immensely disappointed.
Same here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, please, for the love of God, get help, get therapy, do something about it. Like get off the internet for God knows how long, because at this point, like you're in your 30s for God's sake. You should know better than this at this point. Well, I'm only barely in my early 20s.
I'm still somewhat in my early 20s. I'm currently 24 at the moment.
I'm
I'm
21
turning
in
30
March.
this year, and
I'm
I'm
turning-
able to make improvements. Like,
I'm at
See-
I'm at the age where I can drink beer.
I'm 24 as well,
mm-hmm.
and
I'm
I'm going to
turning-
be turning 25 this year.
I'm turning 21 in March.
I'm turning 21 in September.
At least we have some time.
Aldito should have gotten his mental problems sorted out by now.
I've been
Like-
working out to sort more mental problems, like break away more and more. Like, there are other things I want to do, but I realize the obstacles like in the way. Like, for example, like I made a video, realized how much in my video, if you watched it, I explained how I wouldn't be as making much videos, and I've also explained like for personal reasons and some issues I have that I'm not going into. I've
Okay.
decided to work more times on other stuff. So yeah.
So yeah, I think this ends this little short event stream because I don't like doing these, and hopefully the next stream we plan to talk about Gravity Falls, which will be a much more positive stream.
Looking forward to that.
We'll see y'all later.
See you later.
So,
Take care.
so to end things off, Aldito.
See you later, guys.
needs some help.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and to
Absolutely
Diaz,
needs help.
fuck off. You're a hypocrite.
All right, guys,
that all
I'm
the-
out.
I'm out.
I'm out.